we saw that for random guest user, we can use this role. For identity providers, we can use this default role. But if we want, we can also for some identity provider, if we want, we can also use some other roles based on claims present in the ID token. So here I have this ID token from Cognito. And here I can see that I have these claims like audience and email, and since this user is not part of group, otherwise there will be group information also like group and admin. So what we can do, we can go to identity provider, and under user access right now all identity providers will use this role which I have specified under authenticated access. But suppose for Google account, I just want read of S3 bucket, but for Cognito users, I want to write as well. So in that case, for Cognito account and also for admin users, I want, or instead of admin users, let's say for this particular email, I want this email to be able to write to S3 bucket as well. So what in that case, what I can do, I can select the identity provider and edit its role setting, and here I can say choose role with rules, and in rules I can pass these claims like I want email to be this or group to be that. So here I can say that I want if email is this value, then use let's call this role only. So if email is this email, then use this role. Suppose this is some high privilege role which have write permission to S3 as well. So what will happen for if ID token contains this claim, then it will use this high privilege users, else it will use this default user for authenticated users, default role for this authenticated users. I mixed user and roles, but what I wanted to say is that for authenticated users, by default it will use default role, but if we specify some rules, then we can use some other roles also. For SDK for ID pool, we will not go in much detail, but whatever we saw functionalities using APIs, same thing can be achieved using these SDKs. So if I go to JavaScript SDK, we can see that we can use this client Cognito identity library, and here we can see that all the APIs which we did using curl command are available as functions in this SDK. For example, we used get ID command, so that is available here. And if I click on this get ID, here we can see the example on basic usage of this. And here we can see that first we are creating the client, and then we are passing identity pool ID. Here it is showing account ID also, but I guess that's not mandatory. And then we pass login for authenticated user, and leave it for guest users. So similarly, you can go ahead and explore all other these SDK functions in your preferred language.